Welcome to IB 360. Today we will start with derived lipids. Earlier we have talked about natural fats and oils under simple lipids and phospholipids under compound lipids. So today we will discuss about terpenoids and sterols under derived lipids. See, terpenoids, they are hydrocarbon forms of isoprene units. So these are the isoprene units, standard C5H8 unit, and this gets repeated multiple times and then they form structures like terpenoids. So terpenoids are large, estimated 60% of known natural products and diverse group of lipids derived from 5 carbon isoprene units assembled in thousands of combinations. And technically a terpenoid contains oxygen, but terpene is a hydrocarbon. So this is a hydrocarbon, like camphor is a classic example of terpene, or menthol is a classic example of terpene. It is not a terpenoid. Actually, these two terms, terpenoids and terpene, they can be collectively used in many cases. For example, you see both in camphor and menthol we have oxygen. In camphor we have this keto group CO, so here we have the oxygen. In menthol we have the hydroxyl group, so here is the oxygen. So both the term terpenes and terpenoids can be coined for camphor and menthol. So essential oils of plant origin are terpenes with 2 to 4 isoprene units, like in camphor and menthol both. Also gibberellins, we know GS, they are plant hormones. They are a group of hormones, growth hormones essentially found in plants, and they would have 4 isoprene units, 4 such isoprene units, and then they would form the greater terpene. So gibberellins are terpenes. That you should remember, gibberellins are terpenes. Okay. You don't have to go into details about the structures and formulae of individual terpenes. You have to remember the examples. Two important examples are camphor and menthol. You don't have to memorize their structure. Just understand that in camphor we have a keto group, a carboxyl group, and in menthol we have this hydroxyl group. Okay. And what are isoprene units? That is important. So this is the isoprene structure, C5H8 structure. I am talking about a 5 carbon structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon hydrocarbon rather. Okay, then comes steroids. So steroids, they are a group of complex lipids that possess a basic core, and that core is this thing. It has 4 rings A, B, C, D fused together, and the IUPAC nomenclature coins this structure as hydrogenated cyclopentano per hydrophenanthrin ring system. This entire structure has got a huge IUPAC name. Let me write it for you. So it is hydrogenated cyclopentano this is the name of this core structure. So a steroid is basically organic compound with 4 rings arranged in a specific molecular configuration. Steroids have 2 principal biological functions, important components of cell membranes which alter membrane fluidity, and as signaling molecules. Hundreds of steroids are found in plants, animals, and fungi. Okay. The steroid core structure is typically composed of 17 carbon atoms bonded in 4 fused rings. So these are up to 17 carbon atom if you count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. These 17 carbon atoms, they are forming each corners of the 4 rings which are fused together. Not these additional ones, obviously. So this forms the core structure. 3 6-member cyclohexane rings, which are A, B and C in this illustration, A, B and C. These are all cyclohexane structures, but here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So this is a pentane, not a cyclohexane, cyclopentane rather. And one 5-member cyclopentane ring, which is the D ring. So these A, B, C, they are cyclopentane structures. A, B, C, cyclopentane rings, and D, sorry, cyclohexane rings, and D cyclopentane. Okay. Steroids vary by the functional groups attached to this 4-ring core, and sterols are forms of steroids with a hydroxyl group at position 3. So see, at position 3, if at this position, if there had been a hydroxyl group attached, then this can be called a sterol. Sterol. Please note the suffix ol, alcohol, to sterol. Examples include the lipid cholesterol, sex hormones estradiol, testosterone, etc. Cholesterol has also a very famous structure, but of course you need to remember the structures in details. You just have to understand certain landmarks that steroids, this is their core structure, which has got a very big name, IUPAC nomenclature name, which is this one. It has got 4 rings, A, B, C, D, 4 rings fused together, and these 4 rings are made of 17 carbon atoms. The first 3 rings, A, B, C, are cyclohexanes, while the fourth one, the D ring, is a cyclopentane ring. If an additional hydroxyl group happens to be attached to the third carbon, then this steroid can be called a sterol. And all these additional structures, or all these additional carbons after 17, they are not contributing to the core structure of the steroid. That we have to remember. And these are some famous examples of steroids, like cholesterol, hormone estradiol, or testosterone, even progesterone also. And also adrenocortical hormones like corticosterone. Okay. And position of carbon atoms are numbered, obviously you can see. Now in cholesterol, a side chain is attached to the carbon 17. To the carbon 17, a side chain is attached. Okay. And now the thing is that several additional carbonyl or carboxyl groups can be attached to the main core structure. If you really want to know about cholesterol, please drop down in the comment section your particular requirement. Obviously, we have to understand that sterols with 8 to 10 carbon long aliphatic side chain at the 17th carbon, they will have at least one hydroxylic group, like for example in campesterol, or in ergasterol, or simple sterol, or cholesterol. You have to all go by the naming system. It's very important, the naming system. So this is all about derived lipids for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Stay safe, and please like this video and subscribe our channel IB360.